everybody, how are we? Thanks for joining me. I am so sorry it's taken so long, but I'm here now. I just want to offer you a practice this evening that's suitable really for yoga, really, to really come back to ourselves. So it's going to create a lot of space in the body. We're going to reclaim our space, my favourite term. Really, we have all this time now, but we have, for the first time, nowhere to go or nowhere to be. So maybe we're doing a lot of sitting, we're doing a lot of slouching, we're doing a lot of lying around, or maybe we're doing a lot of walking and getting out in nature, but maybe our pace is not its usual self, so maybe we're a little bit more sluggish. So really just want to just make a little bit more space in the body and really connect with our breath and come out of our thinking and more into our body. So we're going to start on our back. So when you're ready, come on down on your back. So just making space underneath your body, tucking your chin in towards your chest, maybe tucking the shoulder blades under toward each other, opening up the chest, feet on the floor, maybe sliding the tailbone down, lengthening the spine, and then just slide the heels down and let the feet flop to the side. And just allow your arms just to be that little distance away from your body, and just surrender the weight of your body over to the earth here. Just notice how nice it is just to surrender your weight over to the earth. And just begin to notice your body lying on the floor. Begin to notice textures underneath the skin. Be aware of temperatures. And just begin to really become aware of yourself lying on the floor. Maybe become aware of your body for the first time today. Maybe aware of how the body is. Maybe noticing restrictions or tightness, or even, nice feelings in the body. Maybe just trying to consciously soften our forehead and our eyebrows and our eyes, our eyelids, our lips, our jaw. Just allowing the fingers just to naturally curl in the hands. Allowing the hands to be heavy, the arms to be heavy. Just allowing space between the toes, space underneath the foot. Just begin to notice the sole of your foot, and maybe even the space between your toes. I'm just beginning to notice cool air circulating now between my toes and around the sole of my foot. Noticing the weight of my foot in my heel. Also the arch of my ankle, and where the calf is resting on the floor, the arch of the back of the knee, the thighs, the buttocks, of the weight of my pelvis in my buttocks. Noticing my lumbar arch, the lower back, and then noticing the weight of my chest in my shoulder blades. Beginning to notice the arch in my neck, and then the weight of my skull, or the weight of the back of my head. Noticing my arms, noticing the cool floor against my bare arms. And again, noticing energy circulating in the hands. Life force circulating in the hands. And then maybe just for the first time today, tuning into your breath. Just become aware of your breathing. Trying to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Drawing that breath in through the nostrils and all the way down into the rib cage and belly. notice as you breathe in, your rib cage expands up and out and your belly expands up and out. And as you exhale, the belly and the rib cage deflate down and in. And just allow for a full inhalation and allow for a full exhalation. So we're really just watching the breath, trying to draw a deeper breath in without causing any pause, without causing any struggle. Just a deep breath from the nostrils all the way down the back of the throat into the rib cage, expanding the rib cage up and out, expanding the belly up and out. And then as we exhale, deflating the belly down and in, deflating the rib cage down and in, and the breath leaving the nostrils. So what I want you to do next is inhale your arms over your head. And I want you to just kind of shoulder yourself over to the left. So just shoulder yourself over to the left, kind of bananaing yourself over to the left, and then catch your right wrist and draw your right arm away from your body. So you'll notice this really opens the side body up, really kind of drop into your right side body here, try not to lift the right side body up, and just notice how this makes you draw a deeper breath. Now if you have it in you, you can maybe walk the legs slightly over to the left as well to really banana the body, but trying to ground down through the foot and through the buttock, and just breathing here into your right side body. Maybe look toward your right upper arm. Breathe deep in and breathe deep out. One more breath here. And then exhale, release your arm and just kind of shuffle yourself back into center. Maybe just looking down towards your toes to make sure that you're in a straight line, and drop the head back down. But when you're ready, we're going to shuffle ourselves over to the right. Try not to kick any dogs. And then maybe if you have the space, just walk your legs over to the right. Sorry, float. And then inhale the arms up over your head and catch your left wrist. Okay, and then draw that left arm over to the right. Maybe turn your head and look toward your left upper arm. Make sure you have lots of space to do this and that you're not restricted. I am restricted because of space for videoing, so just make sure that you have lots of space here. Breathe in, breathe out. Just try and soften yourself as you breathe in and breathe out. Try not to hold any tension in the body. And maybe one more breath here. And then exhaling, coming back into center. Again, just straighten yourself up, looking down towards your toes. Make sure you're in a straight line, and then take the knees up toward the chest. So maybe you'd like to cap your knees with your fingers pointing downwards, and you could circle out your pelvis. So getting into the lower back, getting into the hips, and just noticing how everything is. Staying with the breath, staying with the movement. And the opposite direction. So really we want to take this time to tune in to how things are so we can honour ourselves as we move through our practice. So yoga is not about pushing or pulling, it's just about connecting with yourself and quieting the fluctuations of the mind, so quietening all the noise in the brain or in the mind. Take your hands and just link them around link them around your right shin, extend your left leg and flex your feet. So really, as if you're standing on the floor, point your toes toward your face, roll your shoulders back, open your chest and draw that right thigh in towards your chest. Really shine out of the left sole of the foot. And again, draw on the breath deep into the belly here. Inhaling. And exhaling, swapping legs. So linking your hands around the left shin, extending the right leg out again, shining out through the right foot. Feet are flexed as if you're standing on the floor. The neck is long, chin towards your chest. Open your chest and just breathe deep into your belly as you draw that left thigh in toward the chest. Inhale and exhale, draw your thighs in towards your chest, bring your feet toward the floor. We're just going to roll over on our right hand side and we're going to come up to sitting. And we're going to cross our legs. So just take a moment here to adjust your weight. Excuse me. Bring your weight equally into your sitting bones and into the feet, the front of the feet, so that you don't feel like you're sitting forward or that you don't feel like you're sitting back, that the weight is equally distributed. And from here, I want you to roll your shoulders back and toward each other to open the chest, and at the same time shine up through the crown of your head. So you're plugging down, you're shining up and you're opening up. Elbows close to the body. Take a nice deep breath in here and exhale out. Nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Nice deep breath in. And exhale out. So we're going to inhale our arms up and over. And exhale down to heart center. Inhale. Exhale down to heart center. Inhale up. And this time I want you to catch your opposite elbow. Again, root down equally to your feet and your seat. Roll your shoulders back. Catch your elbows in the palm of your hands. Hold together while drawn apart. Chin parallel to the floor here. And again, just try and breathe deep into your belly. One more breath here. And exhale, release your arms. Well done. We're going to creep over to the right with the right hand. We're going to look over the left shoulder. Inhale, left arm up and over. And exhale, bow into the left side body. Looking up toward the ceiling under your left arm. So root down into your right hand, pushing the right side of the body in toward the left, opening your left rib cage, breathing deep here. Dropping your right shoulder. Big breath in. And exhale all the way back into center. Walk your left hand over to the left. Root down. Inhale, right arm up and over. Again, bowing into your right side body. Look up toward your upper arm, your right upper arm, or toward the ceiling as best you can. Drop your left shoulder, spread the weight equally through your left hand, energize through your fingers, breathe deep here. And exhale all the way back into center. Well done. Okay, so we're just going to take our hands on our knees here and we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. And then maybe take our hands behind our back in a cupcake or a spider. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest. And really root down to your seat, root into your hands and expand the chest up and out. You can look up toward the ceiling here, or you can keep your chin parallel to the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, release all the way back into center. Taking the left hand on the right leg, right hand behind the back again, cupcaking the hand, rooting down to the seat, root down to your hand, roll your shoulders back and open your chest. So rooting down, expanding up and out. So we're going to do a 3-point turn. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to twist from our belly. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to twist from our rib cage. Breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to twist the head to look over the shoulder. Breathe here for 3. And exhale back to center. Right hand on the left leg, left hand behind the back, roll the shoulder back, root down, expand up, open the chest, big breath in. Exhale, twist from your belly, keep the head forward, breathe in. Exhale, twist from your rib cage, keep the head forward, big breath in. And exhale, look over the shoulder. Big breath in, 3 breaths here. And exhale all the way back to center. Just going to lean forward, we're going to come on hands and knees. So making sure our wrists are underneath our shoulders and our knees are underneath our hips. Knees are at least 2 fists wide, so at least 2 fists in between the knees. Spread through your fingertips, really distribute the weight again through your fingers, through the pinky, the pointer, the thumb, taking the weight out of your wrists. Gently lifting yourself up away from the floor and rooting the front of the feet into the floor. Root the front of the feet into the floor. We're going to gently exhale back here, bum toward the heels. Now, if you feel you can creep the hands forward, you can creep the hands forward. And also, if you need space for belly or bust, you can just take the legs a little bit wider. And just hinge back as far as you can, keeping the chest open. And then slowly bringing the forward to the floor. Guiding your weight back into the heels by gently pushing into the hands or planting into the hands. Keep your chest open, shoulder blades roll back toward each other. Breathe deep here. And then when you're ready, I want you to take your hands back toward your feet. Doesn't matter if you can't touch the feet. And again, forward to the floor and allow the chest to open toward the floor. So your shoulder blades are drawn together and your rib cage is expanding. Your spine is moving in towards your rib cage. Well done. And when we're ready, we'll come back up to our table pose. So we're going to do 5 cat-cow poses. So rooting into our hands and our feet, we're going to inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, drop the belly, open the chest and look up. Exhale, scoop the tailbone under, arch the back, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take your left hand, slide it under your torso as far away as you can, bringing your left shoulder toward the floor. So turn this way. Back of the hand on the floor, no floating hands. Walk your right hand toward your left wrist, and again spider your hands here. Root your feet into the floor and gently put pressure on your hand, which guides your left shoulder back into the floor. So we have a gentle twist here. Breathe here. Again, you could be looking up toward the ceiling if you have it in you. Just breathe deep. Big breath in. Exhale, walk your hand back in toward your face and left hand back into the spot. Then we're going to take our right hand over to the left. So again, inhale, and as you exhale, slide your right hand as far away as you can, bringing your right shoulder to the floor, your right cheek to the floor, or temple to the floor. Left hand close to the wrist, into a spider. Gently put pressure on the hand to lean into the right shoulder. So there's a twist going on here. Again, plant your feet into the floor. Breathe deep. And exhale, come all the way back into the center. Okay. So we're just going to step our right leg forward, left leg back. Bring your right leg to a place so that your knee can't go any further. Your knee stacks on top of your ankle. Yeah. So just bring your leg. So what I mean is if your leg is here and your knee is overriding your ankle and your heel is lifting off the floor, catch your ankle, step it forward, sink, sink, sink until the knee is behind the ankle. Okay. From here we're going to root down again. So root into the back foot. Some people like to tuck their toe under here. I like to keep my foot flat on the floor. Spread your toes again. Root through the complete foundation of the foot. Sink down. Rise up. Roll the shoulders back. Open the chest. We're going to inhale the arms up. And we're going to catch the right wrist this time. The left wrist, should I say. We're going to breathe in, rise up. And then we're going to exhale. Bow over to the right. Again, you can look under your left armpit or under your left upper arm toward the ceiling. Big breath in, exhale back to center, hands to the floor. Tuck your left toe under, lift your knee off the floor and step back to downward dog. Press into your hands again, shift the weight equally through the hands so you can gently guide the body away from the hands, opening the chest, bringing the shoulder blades toward each other, finding length in the spine. If you need to bend your legs, you bend your legs. If you can find length in the spine by raising the tailbone high with a bent leg, go for that. Otherwise we can start to straighten the legs, heel toward the floor. Breathe deep here. You can step your left leg forward or you can come into a tabletop position and step your left leg forward. Again, root down to your right back foot, lunge into your left leg, bringing the knee over or behind your ankle. Inhale, arms rise up. And we're going to catch the right wrist this time with the left hand. Inhale. And then exhale, bow over to the left, opening the right side body. Breathe deep. Look under the upper arm toward the ceiling. Distribute the weight equally to your left foot to create a good solid foundation. Keep breathing deep. And exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your back toe under, lift your knee off the floor and step forward. So again, feet are hip width apart here. Now if you have a problem, let's come to standing for a moment. So when we're doing a forward fold, we don't bend from the rib cage, and we don't try and hinge from the rib cage to touch the floor. We hinge from the hips. So the hinge comes from the hips here, here, all the way down to the floor. Okay, so we're literally folding from the hips, not the rib cage. If a straight leg is too hard for you, that's okay. Bend the knees, but again, still hinge from the hips to come down to the floor. Drop the head. So we're in a forward fold here. Again, root evenly through your feet. Spread the weight of your body through your feet. Really be aware of the soles of your feet. Spread your toes. I tend to not use my toes. My toes are here, but I'm not leaning any weight into them. I'm rooting down and I'm just allowing my head to hang here. Now again, we could catch our elbows in our hands and we could square or frame off our head if that's available to us. So again, you can bend your knees, bringing your abdomen and your chest toward your thighs, or you can come to a straight leg. Breathing. Remembering the inhalation is as important as the exhalation. And then we'll just swap the grip of the arms. So again, you're getting the elbows into the palms of the hand as best you can, rolling the shoulders back, opening the chest and really framing the head, rooting down to the feet, expanding up, opening the chest and breathing deep. So always aware of where our body is, what our body's doing and how our breath is. That's our main focus. If our focus leaves the room or is distracted by anything else, come back to the sound of your breath. Breathe deep. Release the arms. Bring your hands in front of your feet and we're going to inhale, half lift. So again, if you need to bend your legs in a half lift, that's okay, but just try and keep the spine long. Okay, so we're trying not to come into a rounding. So we're rooting down, we're expanding up, we're rolling the shoulders back, we're opening the chest and we're expanding out to the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then this time we're going to inhale, rise. And exhale. Come all the way down to the heart center. So just rooting down to your feet here, rolling the shoulders back, opening the chest, and just rooting down and shining up and out. So drawing energy from the earth, rising toward the sky. So we'll just step to the top of our mat. And we're going to inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, come to the floor. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Press into your hands here. Open your chest. Make your spine long, shine up to your tail, root down to your feet. Look between your hands, step forward, right leg. So again, if your right leg doesn't quite make it, catch your ankle and just shimmy that foot all the way up. Pivot on the back leg, root down to your feet. Create a good foundation in your feet so that your weight is distributed equally in the feet and you're not leaning to one side or the other. Inhale, warrior two. Sink down, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, breathe. I want you to inhale, right arm up, left hand back, slides down your left leg. Opening the chest, breathing deep. Well done, big breath in. Exhale, bring your right arm to your right leg, roll the left shoulder back, the left arm over the head. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to plank. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step your left leg back. Or step your right leg back to the side. Pivot on your right foot. Inhale, warrior two. Rooting down, shining up, expanding out. Inhale, left arm rises, right arm slides down the back of the leg. Breathe deep. Exhale, left hand to the left leg. Inhale, right arm over. Root down, expand, up, open, out. Well done, big breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing deep. Keep your breath here. When you're ready, bring your knees to the floor. Bring your right leg to the top of your mat. Parallel with the top of your mat and step your left leg out to the side. Inhale your right arm up and exhale, slide your left hand down your left leg. Breathing deep into your right side body. Looking up under your arm toward the ceiling. Breathing deep. Aware of your body, aware of your feet, aware of your foundation, aware of your breath. And exhale. Back to center. Left leg to the top of your mat. Parallel with the side. Step your right leg out. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, slide down your right leg. It's expanding the left side of the body. Looking up towards your left upper arm or the ceiling. Soften your jaw, breathing deep. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come all the way down onto the floor. So we just want to come into a bridge pose. So bring your heels up as close to your bottom as is comfortable for you. Your feet are still hip width apart and your knees are pointing up toward the ceiling. So when you're ready, I want you to guide your shoulder blades in toward each other and press into your feet, press into your arms and inhale, curl your tailbone up towards your pubic bone and peel your spine off the floor. Breathe here. Big breath in. Exhale, come down on your shoulder blades, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. Draw your thighs in toward your chest. Maybe cap your knees, circle out your lower back. Again, every step we take, we're just tuning into how everything is. So you can roll over on your right hand side and make your way up, or you can cross your ankles and rock forward. And we're just going to come into staff pose or dandasana. We're going to sit nice and upright, rolling our shoulders back, opening our chest, rooting down, expanding up, expanding out, elbows close to the body. And again, just breathing deep into the rib cage, into the belly. Well done. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana now. So when we're ready, hinging forward from the hips, we're going to lead with the chest. So roll the shoulders back, hinging from the hips, reaching toward the legs without rounding the back. So again, keep those shoulder blades toward each other, opening the rib cage out. Shine through your feet, shine through your head. Every time we inhale, we're expanding the spine up and out. Every time we exhale, we're deflating like an old tire even. Inhaling. Well done, big breath in. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to take our right foot into our left inner thigh. So actually maybe I'll turn my mat this way. So our right foot into our left inner thigh. So again, rooting down through your sitting bones, expanding out through your left leg, shining out through your left foot. Foot is not tucked under the leg, it's leaning in against the thigh, trying to guide this right leg down without pushing. And we're going to inhale up, and then exhale, hinge forward from the hips again, reaching toward the left foot. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and exhale, hinge forward over that left leg. Breathing in, each time we breathe in, we're expanding the body, we're expanding the spine, we're shining out through the crown of the head. Every time we exhale, we're deflating like an old tire. Look, can't get that word out today. Tire. Keeping the neck long, nose toward the shin. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, slide all the way back to seated. Extend your right leg, draw that left leg into the thigh as high up as you can. Again, root down to your sitting bones, expand through your right leg. Really try and drop that left leg down to the floor as much as you can, rooting down, expanding out, expanding up, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, exhale, hinge from the hips, all the way down. Exhale, deflate. Inhale, expand through your spine, out through your head. Exhale, deflate. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, deflate. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise all the way back up to center. Well done. So this time we're going to just going to adjust the camera there for a moment in case you can't see me. Yeah. Okay. So do this time is we want to take the right leg back in again, but this time we want to shift the right hip back. So remembering, we're coming from torso facing over the legs to torso in between the legs. Torso in between the legs. So it's kind of like a wide leg. Wide leg. And root down to your seat, expand through your left leg, shine up through the crown of your head. And we're going to inhale the right arm up. Actually, we'll take the left arm. We can start to hinge down the left leg, or depending on your flexibility, you could take your left arm on the inside of your left leg. Okay? So there's different progressions. We'll inhale right arm up and exhale, slide down the left leg. Inhale, open up. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, open up. And then maybe exhale, rainbow that right arm towards the left foot. Rolling your shoulder back. Opening up, looking toward the ceiling. Breathing deep into the side body. Again, you could be still up like this. It's all the same, just a little bit deeper. Breathing deep. Breathing deep in. Breathing deep out. Inhale, come all the way back up into center. Just take a few breaths here. Well done. And then when we're ready, we're just going to swap our legs over again. Remember, the torso is in the middle of the hips. So when we're ready, lift the left arm up. So inhaling, left arm up. And exhale, sliding down the right leg. So again, we can be up and open, looking up towards the left hand, or we can start to arch the left hand over towards the right foot. Once the arm is not coming down over our face, keep trying to open the arm up, the chest up. This is a twisted pose, you're breathing deep. Well done. Big breath in and exhale. Come all the way back into center. We're just going to do Paschimottanasana one more time. So coming back into staff pose or Dandasana. Rooting down to our seat, expanding out through our feet, expanding out through the crown of our head. Take an inhalation. Now some people like to take their arms over the head. I think that makes the body round a lot, so if you want to do that you can, but otherwise you can just hinge from your hips, rolling the shoulders back, opening the chest. Dropping the head down. Each time we inhale, expanding through the spine. Each time we exhale, deflating the body down. Keep yourself out of thinking mind. Keep coming back to your body and your breath. Well done, guys. Inhaling, lifting your head. Exhaling, coming back to seated. Okay, we're going to come down on our back here. And we're going to take our 2 feet up on the floor here for a moment. We're going to extend the left leg. We're going to draw the right leg up into the chest, and we're going to take our left hand on the outside of our right leg. Take your right hand in line with your shoulder and really root that arm down into the floor. Big breath in here, and as you exhale, guide the right leg over to the left. Try and keep your shoulder blades on the floor. Breathe, and as you exhale, find that space to draw the right leg over toward the left. You can lift your head up and look toward the right, drop it back down. And again, don't push or pull here, just breathe through. And just see where the body takes you. Just notice the release. When we're ready, we'll inhale back into center. Draw the chimneys in toward the chest. Extend your right leg down this time and take your right leg on the outside of your left knee. Take your left hand in line with your left shoulder. Really root down through the hand here, root down to your left shoulder. Chin toward the chest, big breath in. Exhale. Just guide the left leg over toward the right. And again, lift your head up, look to the left, drop the head back down, and just breathe here. So you're not pushing or pulling, you're just breathing, finding space. Inhale, come back to center. Draw your thighs in towards your chest. Maybe take your arms on the inside of your legs and catch the outside of your feet. Then bring your ankles up over your knees and press your feet up toward the ceiling, and at the same time draw your feet down toward the floor. Make sure your neck is long, your chin is toward your chest in happy baby pose. Bring your feet in toward each other. Slide your hands up your legs and your feet toward the floor. Extend your legs out. So, chin to chest. Tuck your shoulder blades under toward each other. Expand your arms out. Feet to the floor. Slide your tailbone toward your feet. And then extend your legs out and let your feet flop. Let go of any effort here. Just begin to notice your body on the floor. Notice the draw of gravity. Notice your breath. Let go of any effort here. Just notice the breath is naturally deep, naturally paced. Noticing the silence, and just notice the sounds behind the silence. Just surrender yourself over to the floor. Just to try and not to move yourself physically just for the next few moments. Just allow the breath to come and go. Just allow the body to expand and deflate. And just surrender yourself over to the now.
if you like, you could stay here for as long as you like until the body feels like it wants to move. When you're ready, just start to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe rotate your ankles and your wrists. Maybe start to bring your feet to the floor. Draw your thighs in towards your chest again. Give yourself a big hug. Big breath in, and as you exhale, draw your nose up towards your knees. Inhale, open back up, feet to the floor, rolling over on our right hand side and coming all the way back up to our seated pose. Rooting down to our seat, shining up to the crown of our head, rolling our shoulders back, opening our body up, just bringing our hands into our heart center. Just again noticing how everything is here. And I thank you for joining me this evening or this morning or whatever time it is, wherever you are. I hope you're well. I cannot wait to see you in the flesh again as soon as possible. I'm hoping you're having an okay time of it. Do this practice whenever you can. I'll try and get more up. Just be kind to yourself. Namaste.